Hey guys, I'm back with more Room Zero reading. Where we left off last time, there's my dog. Right there. Last time, I recorded this and I accidentally deleted it. And I'm still I have a headache because it was a lot of reading I did. It was probably, hi Reagan, 17 minutes of recording that I fucking got done. And I meant to hit upload on that phone right there, but I accidentally hit delete. So anyway, if you haven't watched the first Room Zero reading, watch it now. It's my last video, so here we go. The kid was okay, in case you're wondering. He got carted off to the medical center. When the lifeguard was told to open the slide back up, he made a big stink about how it clearly wasn't safe. Despite his complaints, he was threatened with firing and begrudgingly opened the slide again. From that point, he kept a closer eye on the kids. Every so often, they'd come out in the wrong order, never as stunned as the fat kid, but always with a vague look of concern, a dreamy half-stupor that seems as if they were trying to figure out what was reality. They'd take on some water and choke a bit, and they'd never come back up to ride again. I read his emails with the same sort of unease you might be feeling right now. I wanted him to share his own story, but in the end he didn't want to expose himself that way. I can't say I blame him. Okay, it's an airplane. I was like, scared the fuck out of me. So I'm really jumpy at every noise, pretty much, and everything I see out of the corner of my eye, because this is a scary ass story. I've read it before. And it's even more suspenseful with a ton of room back there behind me, couch is behind me. I'm sitting on the floor with my back propped against the couch because I like sitting here. Okay. Snow White, which wasn't the actual role she played, was a character in the park. She had a nice little tidbit for me. You know what happens when a costume employee drops dead in his suit? 1 second he's taking a picture with little Jimmy, and the next he's had a fatal stroke. A second costume mascot in the area has to sit with the corpse on a curb or bench and wait for a designated dry cleaner to arrive and cart the body away in a discreet manner. All the while, patrons have no idea they're sitting with a dead body for photo ops. Feel free to check your photo albums at this point. That means you. I did it because I went a long ass time ago. I saw a picture with Minnie Mouse, Mickey, I don't know whatever the fuck their names are. But we weren't on a bench, thank God. Fuck, Reagan, you scared me. Because this is the front camera part right there. And so I can see myself, right here. Stickers. Okay. Feel free to check your photo albums at this point. That was bad, but another fellow janitor went completely off the creepy charts. Disney World, and probably others, is built with a series of underground tunnels just below your feet. 3 stories worth. Anything and everything you can imagine is down there, for the use of employees. They're called utilidors, utility corridors. Basically, that's the reason you don't see characters out of place or janitors walking or wandering throughout the park. They pop in and out of hidden doors and travel a concealed town you're walking on. Janitor told me that might be common knowledge, but nonetheless news to me. Walt Disney had several apartments built into the park. There's one above Cinderella's castle. There's one in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They're all over the place. More than that, there are nightclubs, a movie theater, a bowling alley, and much more, all behind doors built into the whimsical facades you pass by without a second look. Club 22 is one such hidden area. If you have the cash to join the exclusive club, you don't, then you'll have access to it and much more. Club 22 is a place where anything goes on. Disney Company calls this place dark zones, spots where the squeaky clean visage of Mickey Mouse gives away to drinking, drugs, and yes, let's talk about sex. Conversely, The rest of the park is the bright zone, with a few gray zone utilidors between. As far as janitor has said, it wasn't always that way. It was more of a closed decline and the gradual relaxation of social norms within that elite group. The reason he knows all of this, you might have already guessed. He's cleaned it. After a lengthy background check and a non-disclosure form, the janitor moved up from park attendant to one of the dark zone cleaning crew. Alright, just a minute. Fuck, I'm sorry guys. I'm like jumping in shit. You can see. No, just a minute, okay? Alright. My ass hurts. I should like sit on the pillow, but whatever. Now before you get some satanic human sacrifice vision in your head, janitor saw nothing of the sort. Lots of empty alcohol bottles. Yes, used condoms scattered like deflated New Year's balloons. Oh yeah, he cleaned up his share of blood, piss, and vomit, but it was all down to the unrestricted behavior of patrons as opposed to any sort of cult behavior. At least, that's how he sees it in retrospect. All that trash, that profane shit, went into the furnace and mingled with the smoke of a quaint cottage chimney. If you've seen Disney World, you've breathed ultra-condensed sin. Backing up this information was Hammer. Hammer mailed me the old-fashioned way, though I don't know how he got my home address. He sent me photocopies of work papers proving his employment with the instruction to burn them when I was convinced, which I did gladly. Hammer worked around the Disney parks doing demolition and construction. At one point, he approached a superior regarding some strange construction complaints. There was a wide rectangular area marked off on the blueprints about the size of a supermarket. The area was left unnamed and only bore the words, "Do not dig." Not only the superior in the dark, but he was super fucking purposefully in the dark. Okay, sorry, I'm an idiot. Alright. He didn't want to talk about it, didn't want to know about it, and ended the conversation with "this space intentionally left blank." Hammer didn't get it. The area seemed a waste of space, and it was directly conflicting with the work his team had been giving. He started poking around the area on his off time, finding only a direct steel door and a great span of concrete just beyond. It was a supermarket's worth of blank gray floor. Soon after, Hammer started picking gascots out of the crowd. Okay, now I'm gonna end this video, guys. I'm creeped out as fuck. The next videos where I finish them will be tomorrow because I have no school today, until Sunday, or until next Monday. So I'm on a break. Bye, guys. Please like, subscribe, favorite if it's that good. Buy my Shellys. I didn't forget about saying Shellys because that was my old ass shit, but I'm coming back with more videos, okay? Alright, bye. I love you guys more than anything. Goodbye. Ah!